Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are fighting the Mughals, and they're kind of being jerks, but we're going to actually make our way up over this direction for right now. We have our armies fairly grouped together here, although not all of these armies are fully maxed out to the current spec width. And 28,410 is the current spec. Okay, sounds good. That's actually 42. Yeah, that's 42. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to do that. Some of these are not spec'd out to that, but that is fine. We're expecting the Mughals to be heading this way down into Makuria. And if that's the case, we're kind of okay with it. Let's see what they do. I'd love it if the Mughals would come back and give us a fight over here, but if not, we're going to go start taking territory from them over this way. It'll be great. We'll see what they want to do. So these guys, they need to move up over like here, I think. Yes. Well, actually, they can move into either of these. And then we can recruit 2 additional units of cannon over here. So we'll just do that here and here. Excellent. We actually had one already queued. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. These guys are going to group up over this way. And we're going to go grab Al Jauf over here. Okay. For now, we're going to chill here until we see the Mughal force. We do have ticking war score. That is a thing. Where are those Mughals at? They have to be up here in Egypt, right? Oh no, they're over this way. Cool. So if they're off over there, then we are absolutely going to head up over this direction. We'll meet up with these guys. And let's go fight them. Yeah, their elephants are doing a lot right now, but should be okay. When we have proper army numbers up here, I don't think that we'll have too big of an issue. Although looking at their army numbers, they've got like huge numbers. Ah, right. That's right. They are basically out of manpower, and they're taking huge attrition ticks here. So this is fine, honestly. We're going to move in something like this. They're going to fight our vassal force here. That's okay, I guess. They just immediately are going to stack wipe. They have the numbers for that. We're going to make our way up over this way. The Mughals are going to get a crossing penalty here. And we do have a 4-shock general here. That said, they have 3 maneuver. They're not going to get a crossing penalty. However, we have reinforcements on the way. They're not that far behind. And they're going to have to drop this siege if they want to be able to actually win this, I feel like. They are just crushing our morale. I see. They have a little bit higher discipline. Uh-huh. They have a little bit higher military tactics, mostly just from their discipline. And they have quite a bit higher discipline, as I said. So, yeah, that's just their system there. That's primarily giving them that advantage. Well, that's half of the advantage. They also have strict, which is nice for them. But we're going to make our way in here, and I think we can win this by throwing bodies at it. They do have reinforcements on the way as well. They've abandoned their siege. We should retreat. We're going to retreat to Taif. We inflicted heavy losses on them. How heavy? They had like 83k. Now they have 66k. They cannot replace those troops. Not all of them. They have 15k manpower reserves. This is fine. I am completely okay with a hit and run approach here. Go ahead and convert over there. We can replace our troops. They cannot. This is fine. They did siege this back. Or did they? No, they did not finish the siege. Cool. So they're going to keep working on that. And then these guys can come on in over here. Actually, I think I made one too many units of cannon. quite sure that I did, in fact. Okay, so we're going to replenish our troops a bit. They are continuing to take attrition. And we're going to group these guys together. Get our morale back up. And we're going to go up. Once again, we want to give a fight. As I said, our manpower is looking good. What happened here? Oh, Yas pieced out. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't care. They can do that. So we have one army that is going in sooner. I actually should have stopped them. They weren't quite locked in when I paused the first time. It was too late now. But we did stack wipe that. And now our reinforcements are coming in here. Again, we may lose this battle, but that's okay. They cannot replace their troops. We can. This is pure attrition that we're going for here. Yeah, they have huge numbers here, but that's okay. We're going to retreat in good order. So we retreated to Tafe, and we retreated to Taze. Okay. Sounds good to me. So at this point, the Mughals are down to medium war enthusiasm. They're not okay with this. They finally took this back, this location up here. They're down to 5k manpower reserves. Next month's tick, they should hit 0, is what we expect. Ah, we don't want this to happen. I don't suppose we can get out of there. We can. From there, where do we go? I feel like that's the answer. Okay. So from Mecca into Jeddah. From there, we're going to get out via boat. If they continue coming. Which it looks like they are. They're letting us go. Cool. Okay, so we don't need to get out via boat. But we'll just go ahead and hold this location. Now they're going to come around over this way. Again, they are basically out of manpower. They're down to 4k. They cannot replace their forces. We're letting them continue to stretch themselves very thin here. We're in full control of this war. We could always bring more troops in if we wanted to. Currently, we don't want to. So we're turning around, reinforcing these troops. They're going to be taking attrition on the way. Okay. Just keeping an eye on their movements over here. They do have a 3-star general, which is rough. Did they get a Miltech? They're on Miltech 19. I think they started this. No, we are still a Miltech on them. Okay. They just have those really good traits and a fantastic general right now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. They're kind of backing off a bit here. And I kind of want to go in. These guys locked. Okay, so we're going to take big hits here, but they don't have reinforcements nearby this time. And we do. And they retreated. Perfect. I don't suppose we can catch this force. I don't think so. They're down to medium war enthusiasm. They're at 2k manpower reserves. They cannot replace these losses. Ooh, we catch a force here. This is actually huge. We outnumber them 2-1. They do have reinforcements on the way, but I think it's too late. Oh, it's close. But they retreated. Perfect. We can grab Diptech 20 here, and that's definitely something we want to do. So we'll go ahead and do that. Hey, Mughals. You guys want a white piece? Actually, they're really close. They have revolts going on right now. What else do they have going on here? Well, they're taking back this area, which I really don't like. -6 reasons. Revolts in Mughals, Mughal military strength. Yeah. Length of war, blah, blah, blah. Sure. I'm hoping that they're going to leave this area. We'll see. And come back up over here. Be really funny if they did. But it looks like they're not doing that. Okay. Now, looking at their numbers over here, we would need 2 armies over there to deal with that. But out of curiosity, I don't suppose they'd abandon their allies for gold. No, they're not interested in that. Okay. That's another gain there. White piece on Mughals. -3. Okay. War score is +1 currently. They took this back. But it's only the war score against the Mughals that we care about right now. That's the only thing. War score versus Mughals is up to 3. They would take a white piece. Done. Mughals are out. And just like that, we get our vassal. We need to ticket a day. But there we go. Makuria is now our vassal. They're not happy about it, but they don't have to be. We're going to send these guys here. We're going to send these guys down to, like, Warsheik. And then these guys, they're going to go all the way down this way to, like, Lindi. That'll be fine. So, to be clear, we could have beaten the Mughals in that war and maybe taken some territory from them, but we don't care about the Mughals right now. Ottomans are pretty upset at us. Mughals are also pretty upset at us. The question is, how well do the Mughals get along with the Ottomans? They are rivaled. Perfect. So they're unlikely to team up against us. That's wonderful. Let's get some manufactories constructed here. There we go. And how are we doing on our manufactory institution anyway? Not embraced anywhere just yet, but it is spreading in a lot of locations. Fantastic. We do have an idea available, and we will take quality ideas 1. That sure would have been nice against the Mughals. We'll go ahead and take that one. We want to go improve opinion with Makuria. Oddly enough, they would royal marry us. That's neat. Not sure why they'd be into that, but okay. We probably want to attack Songhai again relatively soon-ish. The real question is, when is our truce up with them? 1663, next year. Yeah, we should attack Songhai soon. And these guys, they need an additional 2 units of cannon. So we'll get that going. And we do need to be colonizing. Where was that latest colony that just popped up? Is that the one over here? I believe so. So we'll head out over this direction, continue to grab some Australia. Lose 5% professionalism. Honestly, I don't really care about the reinforced speed right now, so that's okay. Yep. Sounds good to me. So we're getting back into position with our armies. That's all glorious. We're going to build more manufactories. Well, 1 more manufactory anyway. We do have some potential rebel factions brewing, and I'd like to deal with those a bit. Do we have war exhaustion right now? Not really. What is causing our provincial unrest? In Noop? Okay, fair enough. It's just because we recently took this area over. Definitely fair enough on that one. I think we'll let them pop, and then we'll just take them out with these guys. We'll stop these armies drilling for the time being. We want them to definitely be ready to fight. These guys over here, they can start drilling. So that will be just fine. Excellent. 48k is our current manpower amount. And as far as our vassals over here go, is Kaffa still angry at us? They are pretty angry at us, for sure. 67% liberty desire. Yeah, we need to wait for that to continue to drop for a while. So for now, we'll focus on these guys. I would love to get, like, Rassids annexed. And that seems doable, actually. We'll improve relations with them. We're also improving relations right now with Yas, and I want to get them vassalized, but we don't have diplomats to send. We'll pull this diplomat back. And Yas will actually accept vassalization here, and that is glorious. Kinga is self-sustaining, so we will go ahead and colonize in Zagua next. And we'll, of course, core that. Tiwi is planning to attack Malgana, huh? Okay, cool. Yas is now our vassal. Diplomatically. Fantastic. Interesting. Holland is threatened by us right now. Not too shocking. I mean, we are currently the number 2 great power. We will bypass Spain when we get manufactories. Speaking of which, we should build some of those. There we go. Excellent. Now, checking opinions over here, we can actually get Najran to be annexed quite easily here. I'm just going to influence them. Yeah, it'll cost us 60 gold, but I don't care. I'm going to influence them, and then I'm going to start annexing them on 7 October. Sounds good to me. Any moment now. There we go. So, Najran will be annexed very shortly. And we're going to need to improve relations with Miklov as well. That'll be fine. These ships don't really need to be where they are. I'm just going to put them into port. Sounds good. I'm not going to mothball them. I don't think there's really a point to saving that money when we're making almost 200 ducats a month. I do, however, think that there's a point to declaring on Songhai, who is currently guaranteeing the independence of Holland. Cute. They're also Miltech 18. We do have a Reconquest CB, shockingly. Jared would join. Where are they? Up over here. Okay. So they have a total amount of like 121k manpower here. They have like 58,000 deployed. We should be able to beat that with just these 2 armies. I'm going to pull back this diplomat for right now, so that we have access to this. And we're going to go ahead and declare on Songhai. We want to take this as soon as possible. What is our goal from Songhai? We just want to carve a bite out of them for right now. Our colony in Hihi is now self-sustaining, so we will instead go for Gogo. Perfect. We're going to move these guys up into Noop, where they're going to be a little bit better positioned for this war. And as soon as they arrive, we'll declare this. So Zazao is going to be our CB. I don't know why we have a Reconquest CB on them, in all honesty. We have a core on that. I'm not sure what happened there. I think we had it previously and it went away due to an event or something? I'm not sure. Regardless, we're going to... Never mind. Hi, Ottomans. If we're going to do this, it's going to be a much bigger war now. How many troops does Ottomans have? They have lots of manpower. We're going to be required to do a break alliance here. Let's see. If they decline this, what happens? They'll currently not do this. They have negative trust of Ottomans as well. Or they have positive trust of Ottomans? Is that what's happening here? Hang on. We may have to chill for the moment. Or maybe go after Hormuz. They're allied with the Mughals. Ottomans and Mughals are the only two that can really threaten us right now. Potentially Russia later on. Potentially Bohemia. But really, I'm wondering what exactly the drawback to waiting might be. We need to get our hands on manufactories. And institution spread is faster at peace. So that's definitely something to think about. For now, I think we're just going to chill. I don't really feel up to another big war right now, especially not with some rebels brewing. I mean, it's not much of rebels, in all honesty. But we do have some diplomatic things that we can work on. We have a number of colonizations to make over here still. And we can continue to work our way through quality ideas while we work on manufactories. I think that that's a reasonable course of action right now. We've done a lot of expansion recently, and taking a bit of a chill period to annex some vassals and consolidate some unrest isn't necessarily the worst idea, I don't think. Especially not with this, like, trifecta alliance against us. We should chill. Granted, the Mughals and the Ottomans hate each other, and we kind of just wait for the inevitable war to break out between the two of them, and then we go after Songhai, I feel like. I think that's the overall goal there. So we'll chill, wait for this alliance to break down a bit. They don't have a reason to go after us right now, although they may well declare on us. But honestly, on paper, I think we look strong enough that they're not going to. In reality, they have better generals than we do, so there's that. They also have some other bonuses that we don't currently have. Quality will go a long way towards that, to be sure. I'll lose a little prestige here, although I'm not happy about it. But quality ideas will go a long way towards this, particularly the cavalry combat ability, the artillery combat ability, and then that sweet, sweet 5% discipline. That's going to be a huge deal. So we're going to take quality ideas here, and then this will probably be all of the military ideas we end up taking, is my guess. We are currently focused on military power, and we're going to keep it that way for the time being, since we are working our way up the quality ideas. You know what? We don't need a claim on it. This is a subject of ours, so that's fine. We'll keep them happy. And Kaffa, they are... they'll get there eventually. They are a little upset with us for enforcing religion on them. Fair enough. We lost our CB against Makuria. We don't need a CB against Makuria, so that is fine. We should probably go ahead and Royal Marry them. There we go. And we can grab our next idea, which is yearly army tradition. Perfect. So yeah, we'll just drill up our armies. No big deal right now. I want to make sure that all armies are conforming to our current template, and it looks like they are, so that's fine. I want to double check our combat width, which is currently 34. So actually, we do need to expand our armies again. We'll expand these, and we'll check to see if any of them require movement to not take attrition where they are. But we'll definitely expand those up to 3410. That's great. And we also want to expand our backline at some point. But we want to grab Admin Tech 19 right now. And that allows us to build cathedrals, which is actually great temples. And we're going to do exactly that, building all of these in locations where it's over 0.1. Yeah, we could build manufactories with that money, and yeah, we'd probably make more money at it. It's probably a good idea, but we ultimately want both. So, order of operations is kind of important there, but not tremendously, I guess. We'll just move them down over here. They'll be able to stand just fine. We've got good supply limits around here, but we're pushing the limit of our supply limits, so we probably shouldn't expand our backline too much. I think we'll just chill on 10 for now. So that seems reasonably fine. We could build some very valuable workshops, actually. And that is a thing that we should do. There's a lot of very good workshops there. Manufactories, how you doing? Still not embraced in any provinces just yet. But we do have good progress over here, and the longer we're at peace, the better that will go for us. I'm a little surprised that our rebels haven't popped yet, but there you are. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Next episode, we'll look for an opportunity to go after these guys. See if we can break this little trifecta up a bit. That would be nice. For now, though, it is time to put that cut in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I think I just said this. I think I just said that. Well, you know what you can do. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'm going to flail around and punch my mouse randomly, apparently. And I'll see you all next time.